Hello everyone, welcome back. So, episode 8 of CIA finally delivers something the show has been missing from the very beginning: focus, tension, and actual emotional weight. 8 episodes in, and this is where things start to feel like they are coming together. The biggest strength of this episode is how it forces character, especially Bill and Colin, to rely on each other. Up until now, there's been a sense that everyone is working in their own lane. But here that changes. The stakes are higher, the threats feel more real, and suddenly teamwork isn't optional, it's necessary. And for once, it actually feels like CIA level operation. The storyline involving the nuclear threat near Canada adds urgency, but it also grounds the narrative in something believable. If a weapon like that were discovered so close to another country, of course, tensions would arise. It's one of those times the show clearly justifies why isn't just another FBI case. This is bigger, and because of that, the fusion cell finally feels relevant. At the same time, we see real growth in Bill. He starts thinking less like a soldier and more like a spy, using strategy, deception, and observation instead of just instinct. Even when he's abducted, there's a shift in how he processes the situation. He begins to understand that not everyone who betrays their side is purely evil. Sometimes they are just trapped. It's a subtle but important layer added to this character. But while the episode gets a lot right, it also highlights some of the show's biggest ongoing issues. Takes Bill's fiancée, Kate. We have known she exists since the beginning, but this is the first time we actually meet her. And instead of feeling like a meaningful introduction, it feels off, like we are supposed to be already invested in the relationship, even though we have barely seen any of it. There is no real build up, no emotional foundation. So when the show tries to create tensions around Bill, lying to her or balancing his personal life, it doesn't just land the way it should. It feels like a storyline that was added late rather than developed naturally. Then there's the biggest mystery of the season, the mole. At this point, the show is heavily hinting that Gina might be the one. And on paper, it makes sense. She's been behind the scenes the entire time, working with data, able to cover her tracks. Now, suddenly, she's getting more screen time, more backstory, and even field involvement. That's usually a sign, but here's the problem. We don't know her well enough to care. If she's the mole, it won't feel like a shocking betrayal. It will just feel like a logical twist. But that's not what a storyline like this needs. It needs emotional impact. The same issue applies to the team as a whole. We are now starting to understand who these characters are, and the season is almost over. The pacing feels backward, like the show saved its important development for the final stretch. That said, episode 8 is still one of the strongest entries so far. It's tighter, more focused, and finally leans into what the show should have been all along: a character driven spy drama with real stakes. The back half of the season is clearly stronger than the beginning, and you can feel the improvement. But it also leaves you with one big thought: what if the show had started like this? Because now, just as things are getting interesting, it feels like we are running out of time. Thank you for watching. Bye.